Alright, so this week in Ireland, to be completely honest with you, it's just been absolutely boring. I'm not gonna lie, this week it's just quiet. I don't know what the story is. There's not much happening. It's not like last week when we were spoiled for choice. This week it's literally diddly squat. Now I have a couple of stories, and of course McGregor is one of them. I didn't want to touch on it, but because I'm lacking in content and lacking in stories this week, I'm gonna just say a little piece on them. If somehow you're new to this channel, do me a big favour and hit the subscribe button. Also drop a like on the video because it really helps me. Yeah, well also feel free to leave a comment down below if you disagree with anything I say in the video. Or if you agree with everything I say, even better, drop a comment and let me know. And to start us off, see how in last week's video I mentioned about the lack of, the serious lack of ATM robberies that have been happening? Well, here we go, I fucking jinxed it. So the day after posting the video, this actually went and happened. The Gardai intervened and actually stopped the people from robbing another ATM. They arrested 2 or 3 people, I'm not too sure on the exact number because it doesn't really matter how many they arrested. Anyways, it happened down in Virginia, down in Cavan, and supposedly the people that were arrested were actually linked with all the other ones because they found 300k in cash hidden somewhere that they knew about. But yeah, so this probably more than likely, most definitely, is truly going to be the end of ATM robberies in Ireland. Well, at least for another little while. Oh yeah, something worth saying, I am talking a little bit lower than usual, and I'm also sitting in my different spot, as you can see, compared to all the other weeks, because it is currently, that's not going to focus. 2:30 in the morning, the family's in bed, and I'm trying to be a little bit quiet and not wake them up. But anyways, let's go into the next story. Shannon Airport reopens after all flights were grounded following evacuation of aircraft carrying United States military personnel. So a US military plane, or just a normal plane full of US Army men or whatever it is, basically was leaving Shannon Airport after filling up the other day, and it was on the runway, and then they spotted that there was a fire on the thing and it was emergency evacuated or whatever. There's 159 people on board, no injuries whatsoever. Just thought I'd include that because, as I said, we're lacking in stories, and isn't it a good thing that fire on the engine or wherever it was on the plane didn't happen 10 minutes later. Now I'm going to show you a little clip now which is pretty close to home. It's only about 10 or 15 minutes from where I currently am, so yeah, I'm going to play the clip. So those of you from Coolock or just the north side of Dublin in general will recognise that that is the Kilmore Flats. So this happened on Friday, and 1 or 2 flats on the bottom floor of the actual building went up in flames. Apparently it's being investigated as a criminal investigation because some little bastard obviously done it just to be a bastard. Now this terrifies me because if you're living on the top of that building and the bottom floor is on fire and there's only one way in and out of the building, you are snookered. Now thankfully there was no injuries, but the person recording it, did he know that or she know that, whoever was recording? If you actually see a set of flats on fire, maybe don't take out the phone, start recording it in the off chance that there's someone getting cooked alive inside it. And now, as I said, this video is seriously lacking in content because there hasn't really been much going on in the country or with people associated with Ireland. So the remainder of this video is most likely just going to be me talking about Conor McGregor. So if you couldn't care less about Conor McGregor or the things he's done, maybe just click away and I'll see you next week. If you actually click for Conor McGregor in the title and thumbnail, well then yep, this is the part you were looking for. So you already know what Conor McGregor's back in the news. You know even before clicking this video. Punched no man in the pub. I talked about this about 4 months ago when it actually came out. Just now the video's been released and people have actually caught onto the story. Now I'm not even going to show you the video because I know for a fact every single one of you have watched it. And also I don't want to get copyright striked or copyright claimed or whatever it is. But what I'm going to say about the CCTV footage with Conor McGregor punching the old man is it took 3 minutes from the time he went in to start handing out the glasses. What you mightn't have noticed in the video, because for some reason a lot of people have clipped the video up to actually just him punching him, but the lead up to it is kind of important. So McGregor giving out his free whiskey, whether it's shite or not, I don't really care. But anyways, he puts a glass in front of a couple of people, and this old man that actually got the punch, he picked the glass up and moved it. McGregor obviously didn't like that. He picked up another glass and slammed it in front of him and basically started shouting in his face. While McGregor is shouting in his face, the man continues to pick up the glass and then move it away again because obviously he doesn't want any of the whiskey. Now while McGregor is shouting in his face, the security team obviously realise he's a hot-headed asshole. Something is about to happen here. One of them tries to intervene, while he doesn't really, kind of stands beside him and just puts his arm in between them as if that's gonna help. Pretty much while McGregor is shouting in this man's face, well obviously there's no audio, but from his body language and how close he is to him, it kind of looks like he's shouting in his face. But anyways, this man is kind of like this, basically giving him a little bit back, telling him to just fuck off, leave me alone, I just want to enjoy my pint of beamish. So then bada bing bada boom, 3 minutes later, which people have failed to realise. I don't know what happened in that 3 minutes. Is it important? No, probably not. But anyways, McGregor for some reason is fist pumping in the pub. I presume he's chanting something or singing something in front of your man, and there's a fella behind him which you don't really notice is kind of clapping and cheering with him. Man that gets the punch while this is going on is obviously giving McGregor a little bit back, but as soon as he turns his head, McGregor sees his opportunity and just pops him straight in the temple, because as everybody knows, he is an absolute scum. Obviously straight after what happens, he's pulled away by his security, but people don't know, as everyone's saying the old man took a well. He actually didn't. When he got thumped in the head, as anybody would from a professional fighter, it kind of looks like he goes a bit limp. His head, like, he gets thumped in the head and his head drops and his shoulders drop. I thought he was originally knocked out. Maybe he wasn't, maybe he just, I don't know. Obviously he was a bit shook. A couple of people to notice, majority of the people in the bar did not bat an eyelid. None of them reacted. The bar woman was the first person I noticed reacted, because when it happened, she done this. As in, like, oh my god, did he just do this? Fair play to the man that was actually sitting closest to the fella that got punched, who actually kind of pushed McGregor away, or even put a hand on him and tried to stand up as if like, what the fuck just happened? The rest of the people in the bar, I don't know what the story is. Do you hate this old man, or do you just, like, are you just terrified of McGregor? I don't know what they do in this situation. I can't say, oh yeah, I'd jump up and I'd knock McGregor out, whatever, because obviously I wouldn't. He's a fucking trained professional fighter, and he just fucking, I don't know, he just dropped me with a finger. Just the lack of reaction in the pub. If I was in a pub and seeing like McGregor come in and smack a 50-year-old across the face, I'd probably be more than likely to fuck a glass at him, or I don't know, throw a drink at him or something, or just try and get, like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I can't put myself in that situation. The way I looked at it is that it's a man in his 50s, and if McGregor was after hitting my dad on the side of the head, I don't even care whether McGregor absolutely murdered me or not. I'd try and get revenge in some sort of way. Now whether that's putting him over the bonnet of my car or not, actually that sounds a little bit perverted, but you kind of get what I mean. I'd have to just plough him out of it. That actually sounds a little bit worse. You know what I mean? If he was walking across the road, I wouldn't hesitate from knocking him down. I know, how petty are you, Adam? Shut your face. He's a trained fighter. Am I gonna beat him in a one-on-one fight? No, obviously not. Now obviously he's an absolute scumbag for this, and yes, does he need help? Yes, he needs some sort of wake-up call. He needs professional help. He needs people around him that aren't gonna be yes men. Does he deserve prison time? Yes. Does he need prison time? Yes, I genuinely think he does. Is this gonna ruin his career or wreck his reputation? No, I wouldn't imagine so, because he's done so many fucking stupid and bad things that he's like shouldn't have done in the first place. But none of them have damaged his reputation. Is punching a 50-year-old in the side of the head gonna matter too much? Sadly, I don't think so. People forgive and forget, and people move on from things like this very quickly. One very good example is Mike Tyson. People absolutely love Mike Tyson and fail to forget that he's a convicted rapist, which is absolutely disgusting. He was found guilty of it, and people have completely forgot about it and still absolutely adore the man. Will this be the last time McGregor slips up? No. Is this the first time he slipped up? No. I'm gonna presume a lot of you have actually forgot about this, but back in December there was rape allegations against Conor McGregor, which are still under investigation, and I say allegations because he's not convicted as guilty just yet. Then again, I say just yet. Will he get convicted? No, because it'll be settled outside court. There'll be a large chunk of money spent. Criminal record will stay nice and clean. Have we all forgot about the time he smashed a bus window and injured a couple of fighters? No, even though he actually got a criminal offence for that. Did that damage his reputation? No, sadly not. What about when he was driving through Dublin and a fan tried to get a Snapchat story with him and he actually tried to smack the fan's phone out of his hand? Has everyone forgot about that? Yes. Sounds familiar, him smashing phones. What about when that happened in Miami, when he took the phone out of someone's hand, stamped it on the ground, and then took it and actually got a conviction for that, and somehow that didn't damage his reputation? Even though he's a lovely, loyal family man, he's caring, he loves his family, he loves where he comes from, his heritage and all this, but yeah, he still goes and has a baby with another woman. Alright, so that's not proven, but it doesn't take a genius to put two and two together. What about the multiple times he's cheated on his wife, Dee Devlin? He's had women sign NDAs, he's paid a lot of money to keep people quiet. Alright, there's no proof in the pudding, but a quick Google search, go on to Google Images, do a little bit of research, click into a couple of different stories, read a few articles, and you will more than likely realise that he is regularly cheating on his missus. What about another previous time where he actually got involved in a fight in a bar and hit someone, and turns out it was someone involved with some gang, and then of course, being the fucking hard man idiot he is, came out of court, obviously after having a speeding ticket, said to a reporter who was recording and asked him questions about the gang after giving him death threats. The idiot goes and says, come and get me. Now I know he needs to like keep this macho man, hard man persona, but this was just a couple of days or a week after having a child. It's one of the two biggest gangs in Dublin that have no problem putting bullets in people, and this idiot is going around saying things like this. You just can't fucking sum him up. He's stupid, he's erratic, he's got a coke addiction bigger than his ego. His whole life life and his demeanour is just a recipe for disaster. How many times has the chap got to slip up before people actually stop and realise that he's just pure scum? Obviously some things are nobody's business, like doing the dirt on his missus having a baby with someone else, or his drug addiction is obviously nobody else's business, but the actual criminal things like assaulting people, smashing up a bus, fighting in bars, they're all criminal stuff that actually should change your opinion on him. And for those people saying money and fame has changed him, it really hasn't. He's just always been a wanker. It's only now that he's beginning to slip up and people are starting to realise. Sadly this won't be the end of him, like I really hope it is, but obviously it's not gonna be. Is he still gonna fight in the UFC? Probably if he needs more cash. It's not gonna affect his relationship with the UFC because he's basically self-employed and he just signs a quick contract for a single fight. And it's a business, and at the end of the day, he does pull in money because now it's gonna start turning and people are gonna want to start seeing him lose. I said he just needs a serious wake-up call, whether that is an absolute hiding from a group of people that he crossed, whether it's prison time, or whether he just takes a fucking break from everything and just takes a step back, reevaluates what the fuck is going on in his life and actually gets some serious professional counselling or something. I don't know, let me know what you think. And people that say, oh you're jumping on the bandwagon, no, I've actually never really liked him. Maybe when he first burst on the scene the first year or two, but after he slipped up once or twice I realised that he was a dickhead. For those of you that have watched this channel long enough will actually know, because I've sprinkled little digs at him and his action through a lot of videos, similar to Declan Rice, but I don't actually hate Declan Rice, I just kind of take the piss out of him because he's a snake. But I don't know, let me know what you think. Do you agree with what I say? Do you agree with the things he's done? Do you disagree with the things he's done? I hope you disagree with the things he's done. If you're a fan of McGregor and you're sticking by everything he's ever done and you're still like a fan of him and you absolutely love the chap, well then honestly there's something wrong in your head as well. Like you'd have to be some sort of oddball to stand by this. Like he's just, you can't sum him up, he's just a scumbag. I can't imagine the next thing that's gonna happen with him. Now that's gonna be it from today. Thanks very much for watching. My apologies for there being limited stories this week. If you're still here and still watching, do me a favour, drop a comment down below, let me know what you thought of like my opinions on Conor McGregor. Also do me a massive favour, smash a like on the video, also hit the subscribe button because it really helps me out. That's gonna be it from today. Thanks for watching, see you later, goodbye.